What's going on, guys? JayDYGO, and today we are at the deck box of my friend Colby here, who actually got 4th place at Toon Gaming's YCS prize card event. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, bud. How are you?
Pretty good, thank you. So what did you play?
I played VOICELESS, however, I did the DRYTRON variant.
Ooh, okay. So what were your matchups like?
My round 1 was Runic Stun, so that was terrible. I hate everything about that.
Yeah.
Round 2 was Heroes. Nib goes really hard, no matter what you do on that.
Very nice.
Round 3 ended up being Cash, but it was like a going second variant, so he had a lot of board breakers. Round 4 was a Voiceless Mirror. Frank kind of just clapped me up, and I could not recover.
Were they on branded version or DRYTRON?
I'll be honest with you, it was just like the regular Voiceless pure.
Just pure?
Yeah, it was
okay.
just pure, fully stacked out with QCRs. I was poor.
Nice.
So that was, round 5 was a purely player. Honestly, really interesting match when they don't know where to interrupt. And then my round 6 ended up being a yugioh deck.
Nice.
It was like Unchained Yugioh. It was, I OTK'd myself twice.
You OTK'd yourself? Okay.
It was really, really neat, guys.
Alright, well, whenever you want to jump into your profile, let's do it.
Gotcha. So we'll start here.
Alright.
We'll start with the 3 standard. It's going to be 3 low. This is your pretty much 1 card starter. You can use this and it'll end up placing it's like barrier of the Voiceless. What it does, it kind of, if you have a ritual plus low on field, it makes everything untargetable.
Nice.
They also have to attack into your ritual monster, which your ritual should have around 4100 attack, and it also helps you create the Omni Negate.
Solid. Okay.
Whenever it is sent to grave as a material, you can actually special it back. The next 2 cards, this is kind of weird. For most Voiceless decks, you want to play 3 Saphira, but I opted for 2. This card acts as a ritual spell, pretty much in grave. You pitch it off, and plus you foolish any ritual. So you can do, for me, it was Medionis or prayers. Sometimes it depended on the hand, but then you can banish it from grave and then actually just ritual immediately after.
Very nice. Okay.
If you get bestialed on this, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a little tough there.
You only need to play 1 of these. It's the Old Man Saravis, the main deck one. This guy's really great. Whenever you the way you get him on field is it's a condition and not a effect that's activating. So it's any spell plus a ritual spell.
Nice.
So after I've used 2 Medionises, I can have Medionis and Grave and, like, say, Prosperity, and just shuffle them back and bring this out. And then on field, when your opponent activates an effect, this can tag itself out from hand or deck to a Saravis or another ritual.
Very cool.
It's pretty nice. Comes right back and just gives you free advantage right after.
Very nice. Power spells back.
That's it. I only played 2 of these, the 2 of the Skull Guardians. This is your Omni Negate. This is like your main thing you want to keep on field pretty consistently with your low. When you have low on field or in grave, you get 4100 attack with it. When it comes down to this, you get to search any monster. Sometimes you'll catch me searching Saravis or even Saphira, depending on what I already have in hand. This is one hell of a great boss monster. My favorite thing is getting 2 of these out and just swinging them for 8200 after you clear a board.
That's pretty good. It also searches out the Saravis ritual, right?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Sweet.
It's kind of nice. Any kind of, it's really any Voiceless card, or any Voiceless monster that you can get out. And then speaking of Saravis,
just the 1. Okay.
I just played 1. I do love this card a lot. However, whenever I'm using it pretty consistently, I can get it back out of the grave using Medionis, or I can get it back onto field with Medionis or even Old Man Saravis.
Nice. Okay.
This being a targetable negate is really nice. They go to target any of my monsters. I'm like, no. If it's on field, it's like a Solemn Warning.
Very
so
cool.
like any kind of inherent summon, Fenrir, SP, something like that. It's kind of funny.
Nice.
I kind of broke this up into like the different spells and like the rest of the Voiceless stuff. So I only played 2 barriers because I think seeing 3 is like a brick sometimes. I only played 1 prayers and only 1 of the radiance, which that's kind of just standard. A lot of people are playing 2 prayers right now because if you get this one banished, you need another one just to continue having any kind of power control. Barrier, being able to search any voiceless card just kind of gives you free advantage.
Yeah, pretty strong.
And then Radiance is great because you can shuffle back. So say like I pitch out the Seravis or I'm out of Skull Guardians, I don't have Meteonis, I can use this, shuffle this back and search it and do it again.
Nice.
It helps out. It's kind of nice being able to see this much gas and just like that part of the engine is really solid. Most people are going to be trying to interrupt your low and everything else, and then when that happens, and if you have, depending on your hands, you get to go to your DRYTRON variant.
Oh yeah, nice.
I play 3 alpha. This is just your main go-to. The other main go-tos that you end up going into will be your Zeta. Alpha will search you another ritual monster, so usually it's your Benton or any Skull Guardian, something like that. Zeta will search your Meteonis for you.
Nice.
If sometimes you'll see me just skip this all in all because I've already opened Meteonis, but it happens.
I guess the fear just dumps it too, so you have access
you
to
get to
it
do whatever.
Oh, yeah.
The cool thing about Gamma is to say you open this and another name engraved. You can use this and say tribute Zeta, and you can still get Zeta on field.
Oh, nice, because it revives it for you.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's because the effect hasn't really resolved yet, and then you just get a Meteonis DRYTRON back.
Very nice.
I did realize that one of mine is French while I was playing. And
you didn't notice beforehand?
I have English copies. It's just I had this one random French version in there, and some guy was like, "Can you just swap that out real quick?" I was like, "Sure."
I was like, I mean, it's legal, but yeah, sure.
Then you only play 1 Delta. Delta is the one. It's kind of just like an extra draw, pretty much.
Nice.
If you have Meteonis or another ritual, which I play, I think it's like 7 or 8 rituals. So I'm probably gonna have an extra one in hand. So this just gives you a +1 against the hero player. I deltaed and I drew into Nib.
Oh, that's pretty
I
good.
literally ended my board with just Delta on field and just passed. And then he went into a weird play and played right at 5 summons, right when he went to pass, and that was it.
That's tough. Okay.
You got 1 hand trap, searchable. It's Herald of the Orange Light. You can play this at 2. I couldn't rationalize seeing it so many times. While I'm searching through this, there was once I knew my opponent had Droll. Ended up just tributing Benton, doing a whole bunch of things. Got the Benton ad, and I added Herald. And then when he went to Droll me, I did this tribute Benton with it, and got low and just comboed off.
Very nice, sweet.
This is saved me probably from Nib twice and from Droll like 3 or 4 times.
Very solid. All right.
Again, playmaker of the day is gonna be Meteonis. You get the tribute. Things from Mu Beta. Using the materials, unless it's impermed, can't do that.
Got it.
But if it's impermed, Veilered, or anything like that, you can't do it. But if you're able to activate this, you can get it from any ritual from grave or in hand.
Nice.
And then being able to know that this is not a once per turn, and just being able to bounce it from grave back to hand and get Skull Guardian or something back is disgusting.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then we were just talking about this. 2 Novas.
Very nice.
Nova does lock you. However, I really love this card. This card doing just normal DRYTRON things is hilarious. There's times where I will search low just to tribute low for full Skull Guardian, and then just still combo off and end with like Dynamondo and something else. But this being an additional 1-card starter, pretty much, it's like 1.5 cards, I guess.
Nice.
But this helped insulate so many plays, especially against my other purely matchup that I had. He cleared my board, but I think he asked me impermed and something else, and I still had Nova to go off of, and I still ended on it was like Dynamondo, IP, and Skull Guardian.
Jeez, man, that is a strong card. Okay.
So it helps out. And then my broke boy QCRs. We got 3 Bentons.
It doesn't even come in any other rarity, does it?
This is the highest. Yeah, this is the highest. He had secrets and everything else.
Yeah.
This card being able to search any fairy is disgusting.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
If I even thought about once playing Christia.
Oh, okay. Fancy.
because if I don't use my normal, it's just like, well,
Just give
here's
it out.
hold
Yeah.
this. This card came up so much. It literally gives you the bridge to everything. This being able to search out low, this being able to search out Herald of the Orange Light, this being able to search out Natasha for OTKs. Never felt better.
Nice, man.
I will never take this card out. Draconids.
It's such a cool looking card, man. Like, you can't hate.
No.
You can't take that out.
No. This card also is a banish too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you pay 2K or what's the other?
You don't. You banish 2 DRYTRONs
Mhm.
that are 2,000 attack equal to 2,000 attack or equal to 4,000.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can target two cards that your opponent controls up to the number of monsters that you just did.
Solid.
It's like 2,000, so 2,000 attack.
It's like a
so
1 or 2 banners.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then if you get this on field, your Mu Beta negates alive. It's disgusting.
Solid. Is that a CR?
No, I wish, dude.
Oh, man.
I'm broke. We also play Natasha. This came up against a Ubel player.
That's so funny.
Ubel has a great thing where if they're on their field, you have to attack into it. So I OTK'd myself game 1.
Nice.
Did not think that was a good, fun thing. Game 2, I summoned everything in defense. He went, and then I just Natasha and grabbed everything from him.
Nice. All right. There you go. That's the way to do it.
Did that same thing in game 3 as well. And then the only other hand traps I've been playing has been 3 nibs. I feel like you need high impact at this point. If they end on Baron or something like that, and I can go like nib if I use nib even then. Like that's one negate I don't have to worry about.
That's true. Yeah,
So.
good point.
Came up against the hero player, did not come up any other time. Just felt like sweet justice. And then I played 3 super polys.
Nice. In the main too. Okay.
This got me in my game 1 in my top 8. My guy literally played into every single thing, brought out Saravis, everything. And he says to me, he's like, if you have super poly, you got it.
Opened it.
And I was like, I'm so sorry.
You got it.
Here's this. Ended up getting that game, went to game 2. I think he hand trapped me 4 times and then just like normal blow, and I was like, cool, that's hard. I was like, that's rough.
Yeah, that's tough.
Other than that, you need consistency. So 3 prosperities. Some people got a little upset because all I would do is like banish 3.
Just the frustrations of 3.
I would just be like I'm just banishing 3 every single time.
I mean, hey man, if you see it, you see it. Why not?
And most of the time I would just see either low or super poly, and then I'd just be like, I'm fine. This is gonna work.
Nice.
I also played 1 pre-prep.
1. Okay.
Only reason I was playing 2, but again, we look for prosperity, Nova, and then this plus like your other ways that you're searching with barrier and everything else. I just felt like I don't want to die to Joel every single time.
That's fair.
But if this is able to go off and I have like a low or something, I have full combo.
Solid. Okay.
The only other 2 cards, 2 1-ofs, are Instant Fusion and Called By.
Nice. Yeah, just for those,
This is Barrier at Home.
Very at home.
This never came up. I really wish it did.
So what's your card count? Is that 42?
And that's 42 total.
Nice.
42, and I'll be honest with you, I think it's the most consistent.
Solid.
A lot more consistent than my peer list was.
Nice. All right, man. Let's jump into the extra deck.
All right, I did not organize this.
That's okay. Let's slap them out.
Got you. So we're gonna start with our link twos. I did SP, IP, Dynamundo,
Very nice.
Lina, and then we had 1 link 1, which is Anima.
Solid. So did Lina come up a lot for you Sunday or Saturday?
In the mirror, yes.
Yeah.
In the mirror, yes. I think in the Prelude player, I took it to make. I think I made IP and then just sucked this whole board with Underworld.
Okay.
Then Dynamoto came up about every other match. IP came up against the Cash player purely, and the Hero player. SP I never really made it. Animo took a nib, so that was really
Solid, yeah.
that made me happy. And then, as I was saying, your other links I'm playing, it's just Boral Sword. This card's crazy. This is what OTK'd me. And then Underworld got it.
Oh, God, that's pretty nuts. But Boral Sword, man, I haven't seen Boral Sword in a long time.
It's so good.
I miss it.
It's so good.
Access coded way. Yeah.
The last links we got, not links,
Not
XEs. So you have Mu Beta again.
Mu Beta is crazy.
Yes, you get the dump. It's a dump card. It's a foolish for another name. You're able to play that name in grave.
Full ritual material.
Yeah, as long as it's more attack than what you're trying to do. Spell trap negate.
Yeah, I keep forgetting it's a negate on top of that. That's nuts.
Yeah, and then the boy. Fuka.
Nice.
Run Featherstorm.
Featherstorm.
You could.
Yeah, true.
Downer Zeus.
Solid. Okay.
Only thing I've thought about doing was getting a Typhon, but I don't know if Typhon's really needed in this list, to be honest.
Very nice. Plus, it can kind of conflict with some of your stuff too.
Yeah. I mean, I push things over 3K, so.
Yeah.
Then super poly targets, and then your 1 instant fusion.
Nice.
This is also an instant fusion for your barrier at home play. If you open instant fusion and low, instant fusion to this, call lice, and just hope that they don't have anything. And then Millenniumized is just for like drolls, things like that.
Solid, man. All right. Yeah, you got your side deck ready?
I
Let's do that too. Yeah.
Side deck is actually organized. So we love back row hate.
Yeah, back row hit solid.
We did 3 cosmics and a duster. The only reason why is because if I didn't have this against the stun player, it would have been terrible. I opened 2 cosmics, going game 3 against the stun guy. And I think we had it was like 10 minutes left, and if I just was able to OTK after. Droll came up once against a purely player. Let him draw. Went to add off something, and then after I cleared his board, drolled him, and he just kind of got really upset and left.
I get it. Yeah.
3 evenly came up twice.
Evenly is underrated around.
Summon limit.
Hot. Nope.
And then this is my favorite card.
Oh, the Lancia. Okay. Yeah, and you've been preaching this tech for us for a while now. So give me your reasoning about Lancia.
So in the mirror, it stops Saphira. Against Snake Eyes, if they go to OTKU and they do Zelantis, you can send this off, and they can't banish anything off your field. So they usually lose something off of it.
Good point. Okay. Stops evenly. I guess, yeah.
You can stop evenly. There was ones that I just completely shotgunned it, going turn 1, I think, against Ian, and he had to pass because all he had was extras and Saphira and something else.
Bad stuff.
So it's just like, I just think it's an underrated card right now, and the fact that I think you're gonna start seeing more board breakers come into play more than anything. So just like evenly, this just seems a lot better.
Yeah, did it come up against your cash matchup?
It did actually. He activated Birth. Went to do something. I chained Lancia, and because of that, he couldn't take anything from my deck.
Or extra deck, yeah.
And then so my next draw was low, so I was like, this is it.
Nice.
But other than that, yeah, no, that's pretty much the whole sauce that we ended up having.
Yeah, very nice, man. Well, I appreciate the profile. Any shout outs before we close off the video?
I'd like to thank By Nature for again existing, Jimmy for having me. You have Trey and Andrew, and you have Joe over here. And thanks Toon Gaming for letting me just clap up the competition every once in a while. And also thank you for Grimoire for giving us some nice play mess we've been playing on, and YCS with our field centers, which I think I have left mine in my house. So that's unfortunate.
I think I got mine here. Hold
on. But just the nice accessories that we got that has been going on.
YCS here.
Pretty nice.
Also, our sponsor. But yeah, man. Well, congrats again on top 4.
Thank you.
Kick ass, and I guess we'll see more of you. All right.
Absolutely. See you, bud.